right, my friends.
I just got home from a tournament. So let me explain something. This is my mistake. I thought that the tournament was on Sunday. I had a booking on Friday, and the booking was in San Francisco. I saw a competitor who was gonna play in the tournament on Sunday. As I was walking off the golf course, and I said, "What are you doing here?" And he said, "Well, I'm preparing for the tournament tomorrow." And I said, "No, it's not tomorrow, it's Sunday." And he said, "No, you're wrong, it's tomorrow." It turns out I was wrong. The tournament was Saturday. And then I drove to San Francisco, went into the session, knocked out a 2-hour session. So I have reserve videos already uploaded. I couldn't upload it properly. I could do it on my phone. All I have to do is mark it as public. It didn't work out that way. It didn't go to the top of my video list. So you guys might have thought,
He didn't load a video today. So much for consistency.
but that's not the case. My consistency is on. Besides, remember that I load videos the night before for the next following day. So even if I loaded it today, I'm still being consistent. Enough of that explanation. That took a really long time. So let's move on to Saturday, the day of the tournament. We've been playing lift, clean, and place because of winter rules, which means that if you hit it in the fairway, you are allowed to mark your ball, pick it up, clean it, put it back down, and then continue play, no penalty. I was in the fairway, and I asked one of my competitors, "Is that fairway?" And he said yes. Although he looked at me kind of weird and suspicious, and I should have went with my gut instinct, which told me, he's looking at me kind of weird when I asked him that. But he said, yes, that's in the fairway. I marked my ball, picked it up. It turns out it wasn't lift, clean, and place, which I thought it was, but it wasn't, and so they let me hit, didn't say anything. That is not honorable. I would have to say that that would be in line with, like, let's say somebody hits their ball in a trouble area and they're not able to find it, and then you walk over there and you see it, and you're like, no, I'm not gonna tell him. That way he can go ahead and get stroke penalty. I would say that that is almost the same thing. He knew that I shouldn't have picked up my ball. His buddy who was riding with him came up, said, "We were wondering why you picked up your ball. You weren't supposed to pick up your ball. It's not lift, clean, and place." And I just thought to myself, really, bro? You couldn't have said it's not lift, clean, and place. Why are you asking if you're on the fairway? If that's the way you need to win, fine. Do what you need to do. As a matter of fact, that's a little underhanded to know that somebody's about to make a mistake and you go ahead and let them do it. You know, I understand we're competing, but you have to build social currency. Build social currency with people so that they will do favors for you in the future. I was pissed, I'm not gonna lie. And then as soon as that happened, and I made a snide remark, and I said, you know, if that's what you need to do to win, that's what you gotta do, I understand. So, let's fast forward to the 17th hole. One of the guys who ruled against me, or didn't say anything to me about me picking up my ball, hit a ball into the water. And he was adamant that the ball had crossed into the playing area and then went into the water. And I thought to myself, no, it didn't. Even though he said, yeah, it crossed into land, which means I should get a drop up there by the green, and I shouldn't have to hit from back here. His riding partner said the same thing. No, I don't agree with that. By the way, they were both 1 under at the time. This guy went bonkers. F-bomb this and F-bomb that. You guys are freaking idiots and you're crazy. I totally went across the land. And I said, well, if you're asking my opinion, I say no. And there was another guy in the group who sided with the guy who hit it into the water, so it was 2-on-2. Whenever there's a questionable call, you play 2 balls and then you take it to the officials at the end of the round and then they decide. Well, one of the guys said, no, this isn't a time where you could play 2 balls. You just have to play the one where we say you have to play. Go ahead and drop it right here. I'm sorry if this is crazy and it's too much, but it's difficult to explain it. What I'm trying to say is, and he goes, F that! You know, had he built social currency earlier in the round, I wouldn't have ruled against him. I would have just said, you know what, just go ahead and play out your ball. It's questionable. I'm not gonna rule against you because, you know, you helped me out earlier. I didn't do that. Sorry, bro, but you allowed me to screw up earlier, which, by the way, cost me 2 strokes. It cost me at least $450. Build social currency, people. Don't screw people. Because later on, you're gonna see them, you're gonna be screwed because you didn't build social currency. Be cool to people, be respectful, do what is right. I'm not saying bend the rules. What I'm saying is, he could have cashed out big time.
The word of the day, that's right, the word of the day.
Snide, mean, low, trick. Yeah, I lost more money. I'm like really, really down. I think I'm down like $35,000 or $4,000 already in these tournaments. Gotta be patient, gotta be optimistic. Things are gonna happen. I just gotta hang in there. Thank you for hanging in with me. Thank you so much. That's all I got. Yahoo!